And now I'd like you to welcome a band performing for the first time in the Essentially Ellington High School Band Competition. They hail from Whiteland, Indiana, Whiteland Community High School, the Whiteland High School Jazz Band 1. Welcome them.
Good morning. We're the Whiteland Community High School Jazz Band 1 from Whiteland, Indiana, and we are absolutely thrilled to be here for our first Essentially Ellington experience and to represent our state of Indiana, being only the second band in Indiana history to make the finals, and you guys are going to have some great Indiana bands here in the future, I know it. First off, I'd like to thank our Whiteland community, not only for their fundraising support and getting us here, but also just the support of this art form. Our superintendent, Dr. Spray, John Shalosky, Tom Zobel, our school board, our faculty, the other band directors, Kate and Abby, as well as these exceptional students who have worked so incredibly hard and learned so much. I'd like to thank our mentors, our visiting mentor, the great Marcus Printup, as well as our mentor here, Ron Carter, who we've learned just so much from, our potential, and the vision for our jazz program here in the future. From Essentially Ellington, I'd like to thank the amazingly patient Megan McHugh, our guide, Pam, as well as Wynton Marsalis and everyone for giving the opportunity for both the students and I to have an experience of a lifetime. Finally, I'd like to thank my wife, Julie, who is here with us. And I also like to wish her, both her and my mother back at home in Indiana, watching our twin sons, Connor and Luke, early happy Mother's Day. Love you guys. And we're going to start things off here with a piece from the Ellington's Latin American suite called Oclapaca. And it's going to feature Aaron Sinclair on piano and Eric Davis on tenor saxophone. Hope you enjoy. The next piece we're going to play is a great trumpet feature called Echoes of Harlem, and it's going to feature trumpet Chuck Myers. Our final piece for you today is a little groover called Uptown Downbeat. Once again, thanks so much for having us. Hope you enjoy the performance. Uptown Downbeat is going to feature many soloists throughout the band. We have on clarinet, Ben Slidham. On soprano saxophone, Evan Ward. On trombone, Alex Self. On trumpet, Chuck Myers. And on bass, Savannah Jackson. Uptown Downbeat.
Hi, we're here with Whiteland Community High School band director Pete Sampson, who has just come off the stage from his first performance at the essentially Ellington Festival and Competition. How's it feel, Pete?
Oh, it's great. What a great experience. Wonderful.
What has been your favorite part about being here in New York City for your first competition?
You know, just the whole feel of this festival, you know, the people you get to work with, the talent level, other students. I mean, it's just a remarkable experience.
That's great. And you had kind of an interesting story. I think you told me on the phone about being here. Were you here for the Macy's Day Parade? Is that what it was?
We did the Philadelphia Thanksgiving Day Parade, so a lot of these students were here in New York after that back in November as well. Yeah.
Back in November. And have you participated in essentially Ellington prior to this year?
We've only actually been a part of it for 3 years, sent in 2 tapes. So this is actually our second tape we sent in, and boy, that call was a shock.
And let me ask you this. So what's different about your band this year versus other years?
You know, every group of students is different. You know, they're all talented in their own way, and the music this year really fit my group really well. And so we just said, you know, let's go for it. Let's have a great experience with this music, make a recording, see what happens.
And what are your favorite charts this year?
You know, I love what Chuck does with Echoes of Harlem. I think he's a talented player, and I really have enjoyed watching him grow as a musician. And Uptown Downbeat, you know, it's just got a great little groove to it. It's a nice little swinger, and we loved it.
And how many years have you been teaching?
Teaching 15, and this is my 6th year at Whiteland.
6 year at Whiteland. That's great. Speaking as another Midwestern band director, I'm awful glad to see you here.
Glad to be here.
We have one of your students we'd like to invite in. Would you like to introduce her?
Sure. This is Savannah Jackson. This is our bass player.
Come on in.
Senior Savannah Jackson.
Hello, Savannah. Is that your name?
Yeah.
And how's it been being here in New York City for essentially Ellington this year?
It's been amazing and really inspiring.
What's your favorite? Come on in a little closer here. What's your favorite part of the festival and the experience?
Just hearing all the amazing musicians has been the best part, I think.
Did you play on the jam session?
No.
You didn't play on the jam session. What's your favorite thing about the music?
I like the kind of simple complexity about it. That's really interesting to me.
That's very interesting. Simple complexity, that's what it is. And of all the Ellington music, you've obviously been in the band for a while. Of all the Ellington charts you've played, what's your favorite one?
I think Oklapaka I like a lot because it's a lot of variety with the Latin and the swing section. So.
And what are you doing next year?
I'm taking a year off before college.
That's okay. Are you going to keep playing?
Yeah, I play guitar mostly, so I'm going to focus on that.
So what can you tell us about Pete as a band director that you'd like 100,000 people to know about on a worldwide streaming audience?
I think he's incredibly dedicated, and I don't know, it's very inspiring and helpful to have someone so dedicated to our music program.
What can you tell me about Savannah as a student?
You know, Savannah's worked really, really hard. She's actually only played upright bass for 4 years now, right? Or even 3?
Jazz, just 2 years.
Just 2 years, really. And so her ability to pick up the instrument as quickly as she has been amazing.
Amazing. Again, congratulations. Thank you for
very
coming.
much.
And, we'll see you around this weekend. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yep. Coming up next, Beloit Memorial High School from Beloit, Wisconsin. Essentially Ellington 19th Annual Festival and Competition here at the House of Swing Jazz League Center, Frederick P. Rose Hall.